Well, there has been an visible up and down in the last few days. That what we are looking at as far as the markets are concerned. And once again, there is a bloodbath on Dalal Street. Sensex is now open 1,400 points lower. Nifty is also down by 2%. HDFC Bank seems to be down by 4.3%. And this is now coming as a weak start to the day. That what we are looking at as far as the numbers that have been coming in is not looking promising. The stock market is down. Nifty 50 and also BSE Sensex that has crashed in the opening trade as what we are looking at when it comes to the US Federal Reserve keeping policy rates unchanged. But it seems that while Nifty 50 went down below 23,300, BSE Sensex was down by over 1,600 points. And this has now been reported as about 9:16 this morning. So it seems that the uncertainty, Hina, good morning, surrounding the war that has turned worse with Israel also now hitting LNG refinery, the biggest one in Iran. And this is the consequences that we are looking at.
Absolutely. Amitabh, what has happened overnight is a cause of huge concern with the energy infrastructure now being targeted meticulously from both sides. Now, that is something that's spooking financial markets across the world. And remember, it's not just the Dalal Street that we are talking about. In fact, other Asian markets are also feeling the heat this morning. Let me first take you through what's happening on the Dalal Street. In fact, the pre-open was pretty bad. And right now, as we speak, Sensex is down about 1,547 points. It's down over 2%. It is trading at 75,156. As far as Nifty is concerned, Amita, the situation is no different there as well. Nifty is down almost 2% and it is currently trading at 23,300 mark. As I mentioned, that it's not just the Dalal Street that's really feeling the heat of what's happening in West Asia right now. It's day 20 of the war that is showing no signs of de-escalation. Nikkei, Japan's Nikkei is down 2.73%. And if you look at, South Korea's Kospi, even that's down about 1.6%. So what we're witnessing is bloodbath, not just on the Dalal Street, but everywhere else as well in Asia specifically. The question really is why? Why is it happening? Because like I mentioned, it's a new phase of war it seems we have entered into, and it could be a point of no return. And this is being said because analysts believe that the kind of attacks we are seeing on, oil facilities or gas facilities, they have happened today, but they will take years to get back to where they stood before the attacks. Because, it was only after years and a lot of investment that these facilities were prepared. They were built. But now the way they have been targeted, for example, Ras Laffan facility in Qatar specifically, the way it has been targeted, the kind of visuals we got of the fire, in that entire complex, it's going to take a lot of time for this particular facility to be back on its feet. And that is the reason why the supply of gas, supply of energy from these resources is going to get restricted, is going to get disrupted for quite some time. And that's what has spooked the markets. Markets are now quite jittery. Investors do not really know what is really going to happen next. Even if US President Donald Trump has come out with a post suggesting that, US is going to also be, retaliating in case Iran continues to recklessly target oil facilities in the Middle East specifically just to harm US and Israel. Well, that also points to another round of escalation. What are we really looking at? Because no side is ready to budge at this point in time, even though Iran twice has mentioned that, it is ready for some kind of, end to this war, provided war on all fronts stops. It has put forward certain demands as well. But from the America side, there has been no response. And all these activities, Amita, are spooking the Dalal Street. And that's why markets are extremely nervous this morning.
And Brent crude has shot up again, $111 per barrel. This is bad news, Hina, for oil and gas importers, including India.
Absolutely, because, oil has been on fire ever since it touched second time $100 per barrel earlier last week. In the middle of last week, in fact, it has not gone down below $100 per barrel. It continues to spiral northwards. As we speak right now, it's hovering around $112 to $113 per barrel. And it's a horrible news for oil importers like India and other Asian economies. Even though we are managing to secure our energy supplies by getting some oil from Russia, our tankers are also getting clearance, a clear passage from the Strait of Hormuz. But the kind of, requirement that we have, it won't really be sufficient with just 3 vessels that have come, 2 of LPG, 1 of crude oil. I mean, it's not really going to be sufficient for us, for a very long time. We will need a continuous supply of LNG as well as oil. But what is happening right now with oil prices is bad news for India. We'll have to wait and see what happens today in the interministerial meeting in case there are now plans for more tankers, vessels that are still at Strait of Hormuz, if they will also be, sent towards India, if they will also be getting some clear passage, because till that happens, the situation is going to remain uncertain for us.
Well, that's the market updates that are continuously being shared on your screens live. And, Hina, when we speak of India's GDP growth and corporate earnings in financial year 27, will that be also impacted? Because this is a scenario, need not play out in fast-changing scenario, but a prolonged war, a war that has global consequences. It is in no one's interest. Let me just, connect with Mr. Sharad Kohli on this front. Mr. Kohli, good morning. Once again, we are speaking to you while there is bloodbath being reported on the Dalal Strait.
Good morning to you and Times Now viewers. Absolutely, I think the crude oil prices as of now are playing villain because they've crossed 110. Increased attacks on energy facilities in Iran and in Qatar, I think, leading to the fear that the crude shortage or crude oil prices would shoot further up. I think the war is becoming nastier than before because now they've started hitting the crucial assets of each other. And we are not seeing any end to this coming any sooner. So obviously the markets are reacting. Added to that is the fact that the Fed, which is the American Central Bank, has decided not to reduce the interest rates because of the fear of inflation. The wholesale price index in the United States has gone up and it's getting down to worrying level, and no further rate cuts except for one is being anticipated. Resignation of the National Counterterrorism Center Director, Joe Kent, is speaking volumes of the fact that all the action being taken in Iran was probably uncalled for. So I think the Dalal Strait is definitely not enjoying, and the markets around the world for that matter,
absolutely,
they are definitely not enjoying.
Because this escalation has been a dangerous one, especially what has been reported in the last few hours. Energy infrastructure, gas facilities that are now being attacked and retaliated by multiple countries in the Gulf. Mr. Kohli, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. What are we looking at exactly? Because there were good days that looked that there is some sort of a recovery, but now there is extreme bloodbath that now seems to be being witnessed, because the last 3 days of recovery in the market is now likely to wipe out if the war escalation continues. Let's get you the differences, especially when it comes to in crude that has been witnessed in the last few days. But Hina, what about the recovery? All that, goes in vain as the kind of bloodbath that has now been witnessed.
Well, absolutely. Last few days, like you correctly mentioned, we did see some kind of a breather on the Dalal Strait. Markets, in fact, were trading in green as well. So things were looking better, and primarily things were looking better because of the kind of, diplomacy that, India is indulging in, and the kind of results we have managed to get because of that diplomacy. And like I mentioned, 2 of our LPG vessels, 1 vessel with crude oil, managed to reach India from the Strait of Hormuz. And, that also was giving in some kind of a positive support to the investors, to the markets here. And also there was, a lot of, sell-off we had seen. So market participants, some of them, of course, were also wanting to buy, the stocks that, had seen a lot of cuts, because some felt that this is the right opportunity to get inside the market. So that was something we witnessed over the last few days. But today, it is a bloodbath. That's the word that needs to be used, because now the energy infrastructure is getting impacted, and that is going to have a long-term impact on the supplies of energy from the Middle East specifically. It's no longer about, blockade as far as the Strait of Hormuz is concerned. Now it is about the sources of these energy which are being targeted, the export hubs of Middle Eastern nations that are being targeted.
It threatens to turn into a wider regional conflict with global consequences. This is exactly what is being witnessed. Hina, thank you very much for that update. Let's take a look at the kind of volatility in the last few days. In the last 20 days, if we say, because today marks the 20th day of the war that began on the 28th of February. And this has been, when it comes to the day before the war, per barrel, it used to amount of $72.97. And look at the spike as of 19th of March, currently at 111. And this is where, when it comes to the Brent crude oil prices, that it currently stands. And let's take you through the graph each day that what we are looking at. A significant rise that is now from $89 per barrel, now on as of 10th of March to as of 19th of March, we'll add 20th of March as well, currently standing at $111 per barrel. That has been the volatility that has now been seen as far as when it comes to global markets are also concerned, because markets usually and immediately feel the impact that it runs on statements and sentiments. And this is today the markets that have opened in India with a complete bloodbath as it is being witnessed on the Dalal Street. We'll get you more on that back after a short break.